Oh, wrestling fans, back once again. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. What if CM Punk did not go to All Elite Wrestling, instead go back to the WWE? Now, wrestling fans, we saw how well CM Punk did in Chicago as they chanted CM Punk, CM Punk. Wrestling fans, it was quite exciting. CM Punk did have quite the amount of views and everything. A lot of wrestling fans were surprised that, CM Punk's return to the ring was very well done by All Elite Wrestling. You see, with WWE, if they would have brought in CM Punk, I have a feeling it would not have brought the same amount of attention as him going to the other promotion. Now, with WWE and everything, we've seen them bring back people and, everybody gets excited and stuff goes wrong, as we saw, Goldberg versus McIntyre, and, that was just kind of a shame. It was not a very long match, and boom, Goldberg was down for the 1, 2, 3, and, McIntyre won. It could have went a lot longer and seemed more believable, but, at the time, that's kind of where they went with the whole thing with Goldberg. And, we've seen that as WWE's brought back many legends and destroyed them in such a quick manner and ruined how they look. WWE just doesn't seem to know what they're doing with talent. As we saw Mick Foley come out and say, I would not trust WWE with my creative or future at all during this time. I think, WWE is definitely making a lot of mistakes right now, and it's definitely, for CM Punk, it would have been a horrible decision for him to return to WWE. He would have probably been buried within the first couple weeks of making his return to the business, knowing maybe it would have been taking on somebody like not even Roman Reigns and losing a match. Who knows? CM Punk, they probably like, well, we'll do something with him, and then, before you know it, CM Punk's on. Maybe he wouldn't have made his debut on WWE NXT. You never know what they could be thinking behind the scenes, wrestling fans. And this is one of the things, when it comes to All Elite Wrestling is, we saw CM Punk, we already saw him have his first match against Darby Allin, and so that's one of those things that I think, definitely, can deliver a lot to the business. And I think CM Punk's gonna definitely really change the career forever. So wrestling fans, see, the thing is, when it comes to like what WWE would do, just some of the decisions are just not what they should be. I mean, we've seen so many superstars just have such a horrible run. And I'm going to bring up one thing, wrestling fans, as we saw Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys, at their time, the peak of their career, as we had Brother Miro and the broken Matt Hardy. We had them at the top. They shouldn't have been in professional wrestling. But they end up in WWE, the whole delete. Yeah, they might as well have been deleted from wrestling at that point, as we saw the Hardy Boys just go to nothing in the WWE. And, so it really shows that, WWE creative, everything just ruined the image of the Hardy Boys. And I think the thing is, like, CM Punk, like, who knows? Yeah, like I said, they couldn't have debuted him in NXT. He couldn't have been, just had nothing really good done with him at all. I mean, WWE doesn't seem like they get something big and they don't know what they're doing with it, And the Hardys was a good example, and, after everything with CM Punk and the courts and the lawsuits and, going up against WWE Doctor and stuff, I think, Punk, everything's changed, and, he said a lot of stuff. Like, I liked his promo. He left wrestling in 2005, not counting any of the time he put in WWE. Just as so many people feel, Punk feels, was not even bothered talking about it. So wrestling fans, I think Punk made the best decision for himself, made the best decision for the fans. WWE needs to step up their game big time. I'll tell you, the other companies, they're coming hard, and they'll take WWE out. And a lot of people will disagree with this, but honestly, right now, I feel the other company is better. In a lot of ways, this, creative and stuff is so much better in All Elite Wrestling. WWE, I mean, I'm not saying, hey, they got nothing. But you wrestling fans, I'm saying, you look at it, and it's just like week to week, they don't know what they are even doing anymore. Like, for months and months, it's about the theme and Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt released from the company. There's so much talent just released. And it's getting harder and harder to follow that WWE brand. But with CM Punk, being in this company, I think it's definitely gonna, change a lot for Punk, and definitely gonna be good. So, wrestling fans, I feel that Punk wouldn't have just been grabbed up quick, and his image wouldn't have been destroyed really fast in WWE, and he wouldn't have been forgotten about very quickly as the show went on. So, wrestling fans, let me know what your guys' thoughts are if CM Punk made it back to WWE. We know there was a lot of rumors talking that Fox wanted to really bring him to WWE, and a lot of other talks and stuff. But wrestling fans, when it comes down to it, I think Punk did what was best for the business and did what was best for him, and I hope he never actually steps foot back in the WWE. Honestly, right now, a lot of people are feeling the WWE is making some very poor decisions. So, and like I said, Mick Foley definitely really made that well known. So, either way, wrestling fans, wrestling picking up in a big way. So, I'll be back to keep you wrestling fans up to date with more pro wrestling. Thank you for sitting back and enjoying this audio. I'll be back with more of them. Thanks for watching.